go ahead and call to order the scheduled special called meeting for May 1st, 2025. Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson, Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, we have some unfinished business. So, the first is to take action on the independent contractor manual, which is attached. Can I get a motion to accept the independent contractor attachment? Proposal manual. Oh, you're gonna speak about it, all right? So,
If you
wait,
don't-
should we go ahead and make a motion and then we'll have communication about it? Is that how it usually works?
Yeah, this is like a regular meeting, so you can discuss it. You can take action on it because it's on the agenda.
Right, so, but she'll talk first, then we'll take action, right?
Yes, yeah. that's
Okay.
right.
It's just on Robert's rules, I wasn't sure if you take the motion and then there's discussion after.
Normally, you would take the motion and then debate the motion. But what you're doing here is just hearing from staff in general. Because you
Okay.
don't even know what motion you would want to make. It would probably be to approve it, but.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and discuss it and. Oh, James?
Good morning, Commissioners. For your consideration, today we resubmit the three separate independent contractor manuals and proposals. Based on our discussion from April 21st meeting, all three contractor agreements have been updated to reflect the responsibilities as related to insurance coverage. You'll take a look at either one of those proposals. A separate heading labeled insurance has been included on all three agreements. Those dollar limits are industry standards, and we've kept the language consistent with the field use agreements when other entities rent out our various parks. So I'd like to point your attention to the first bullet under the insurance heading, which clearly states that RCRC does not provide insurance coverage for instructors or its employees. That is the first bullet. And the last bullet under the insurance heading explicitly states that instructors are responsible for providing their own employees' workers' compensation, unemployment insurance, and any other insurance as required by state or federal law. We use the exact same language in all three manuals. All three contracts have been reviewed by our legal team, and this will conclude the update on the proposals.
So, and just to clarify, Brittany, this was in response to some of the comments brought up by everyone, specifically Commissioner Christensen, related to the what's it called?
Workers'
comp.
compensation.
Yeah, workers' comp and how that was handled.
Correct.
So therefore, you guys took action, have had legal fix it up, and we're here to vote on the three different manuals to go ahead and approve, correct?
Correct.
Excuse me, can you tell me which page you're reading off of as we go?
I'm gonna start with
Page
either,
Page
what-
6.
okay. So for mine, I'm looking at, we have three different contracts. So then if you open up, then one, you open up either, which one are you looking
I'm
at?
on number 6 right now,
On
insurance
number 6?
page.
Now, which
Did you
one
have
are
this
you in?
manual?
There's 3 different manuals.
There's 3 different manuals, so it may be a different page number. So tell me which one you're looking
I
at.
guess you're on number 6, right? Page 6, insurance.
Yeah.
Look under the insurance heading. Do you see the head? And then there's some bullet points there.
Right.
There's about 7 of them. It should say D, insurance, and then the first bullet point. Do you see the first bullet point? As an independent contractor, RCRC does not provide insurance coverage for an instructor. And then the very last bullet point says, it reads, and it'll read the same under, it, no matter which contract you're looking at. Instructors are also responsible for providing to their employees workers' compensation insurance, unemployment insurance, and any other insurance required by law. So that's the first bullet and the last bullet, and that looks the same on each contract, but I'm not sure the page number because it's 3 separate contracts.
So just for my clarification, with that particular bullet, that means that they are required to have workers' compensation.
That is between the business owner and their state and federal, whatever their requirements are to operate their business. As an entity, RCRC is required to have workers' compensation coverage, and we do provide that. But I can't speak about what other things are required for other businesses outside of us.
No, let me clarify my question.
Yes, sir.
Does a contractor have to have workers' comp to work with RCRC?
Yes, the state law, but whether they do it or not, I don't have any knowledge of that.
No,
I mean, I can't speak on what a business owner has.
He's talking about an independent contractor.
Right,
No, they are not required to have workman's comp.
That's my
That's
question.
an
Right.
option if they choose to.
okay,
That's why those were revised to do that.
okay,
Now,
Okay,
for our agency full-time staff, we have workman's comp. but
Right, I
independent
understand that.
Contractors, we don't
I
have
think
to.
he's
That's why
Gotcha.
that language was put in there.
okay,
yeah, I don't want to talk about what somebody else,
Okay.
would have, but we aren't covering it.
Getting a business license,
Right.
that's their business.
Right,
right, I understood that. I guess, I got you.
you
Be
good?
good.
All right, sorry.
I make a motion. Is it the correct time now to make a motion to accept it?
Mhm.
I make a motion that we accept the independent contractor manual and proposal.
Second,
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
yes,
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes,
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes,
Commissioner Mobley.
No,
Motion approved.
So the second would be the Racket Sports Independent Contractor Manual and Proposal.
yeah, it's the exact same thing.
Yes, sir. Those changes that we just discussed, they are the exact same language has been added to this manual as well.
Commissioner Mobley, can I ask you a question? You voted no. Was it, and that's fine, obviously. I'm just, because you have a lot more experience with independent contractors
I'm
than I
looking
do.
out for the contractor, cause I'm.
Well, I know,
myself.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to understand. So do you have as a commissioner, do you have a problem with the any of the language related to the insurance stuff?
No,
Okay,
no, because this is y'all language. That's why y'all make them get a business. Business belongs to the contractor. It's up to the contractor if he wants to pay $1 million of insurance and go buy this, it's up to him or her. They can go and do that on their own. But me, I wouldn't do it.
well, because it costs a lot of money to
There
do
you
it,
go.
right?
There you go.
Okay,
And if you plan on getting accreditation for this company, this ain't gonna happen.
Capra?
With this hurting accreditation.
No, it's not. That's a national standard protocol now. Everybody nationally does this. Everybody. It's a national protocol.
So they changed it.
Yes, sir. They changed.
Oh, okay,
Last
okay, so
couple
I
years,
know-
it's been changed.
Back in the day, you gotta have programs
Yeah.
to get accreditation. So.
Well, I just, because I know you're an independent contractor and I wanted your take on it, that's all.
It's been changed because there's been a lot of, over the years, a lot of agency has had to take liability when instructors, participants has got hurt in their classes, whether it's ballet or karate or whatever. So across the nation, recreation agency and start requiring that you have to have a business license. As Mr. Commissioner Marvel said, then you had to have, it used to be as an option to have the insurance and not to have the liability insurance. 90% of the people now, you gotta have it because as the attorney stated last week in the board meeting, it takes the liability off the agency. You can still get probably sued at some point, but majority of that default payment will go to the instructor's liability, not the agency liability. So it was changed the last couple of years. It's pretty much a national standard now across the board. You call in the recreation agency, City of Columbia, Lexington County, everybody got it because for liability purposes. And I wouldn't be surprised in the new Capra standards, it may be a standard that you may have to, when these new standards come out, it may be a standard saying that you need to act in accordance to that. So we don't sure, but we'll find out in July when these new standards come out, whether or not it's gonna be a requirement for Capra.
Well, we can always adjust.
Yes.
Okay.
I had an incident here. Well, before this happened, girl was putting powder on the floor, just to sue y'all. She didn't come through, but she sued you, and she was putting powder on the floor. So.
To slide better?
I kind of understand where you're coming from with this now.
Yes, sir.
But they will do that.
Yes.
Why do you put powder on the floor to slide better?
So somebody can get hurt. You go out there dancing on some powder.
We've Ms. Reeves and Mr. BJ, they've spoken to most of the instructors and all of the instructors are pretty much complying as we speak with the insurance and the law and the business license. So they understand, what's at stake. So, we try to ensure instructors don't try to come to us with 3 or 4 people in a class because as Commissioner Marvin stated last month, you're gonna spend more money in insurance than you will be bringing home with 4 or 5 people in your class. So if they got enough participants in their class, they could, make their monthly or quarterly payment. And we streamline who we allow to come in these facilities and do classes and programs. So we don't want it to be a cost and burden on them, and we don't want it to be a liability on us as well.
Okay, thank you. Can I get action on the next 2 proposals here or next 2 contracts?
So the wellness got a contract too, or all the same, or this wellness is different from the other 2?
All of them the same. I guess the wellness center has classes there too. So you gotta cover the wellness.
Okay, so the wellness center got classes there now too.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they all want to be the same.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
the heading with insurance is the exact same language across the board for all 3. So the second one would be the racket sports. And then the third one was the wellness.
So we need to get action on the racket sports manual and proposal.
I'll make a motion that we accept the Racket Sports Independent Contractor Manual and Proposal.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley.
No.
Motion approved.
Can I get action on the Wellness Center Independent Contractor Manual proposal?
I'll make a motion that we accept the Richland County Wellness Center Independent Contractor Manual and Proposal.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley.
No.
Motion approved.
Thank you.
All right, so that takes care of any unfinished business. Now we have work session items, so I guess you're gonna pass out proposed general fund budget for us to discuss in open session, or is that closed, or how's that work?
The, a work session is just like a regular public meeting. And the requirements of going in executive session would be the same, which would be a contractual matter, a legal matter, an employment matter. And if the budget items get into any of those, I would suggest we amend the agenda and take that under executive session. Just a budget work session or a discussion. of
Goes
budget
public.
Would be public.
Okay, let's just stay in public. That's good. So,
We still have another room, right?
Don't have any-
You would need to go in the other room for the screens.
well, it's gotta stay open, right?
Yeah, open.
That's
They
fine.
open, it's still a proposed, it ain't but a proposed budget, right?
Yeah, so it's a PowerPoint.
Where you meet is anything you want. It's just, it's still a public meeting.
Okay, but can we adjourn from it in there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just
It's-
gonna take my
and the
stuff.
reason you can
Right.
adjourn is it's a public meeting
Okay,
and not executive.
no, I get it.
Yeah.
I got that part.
It just to be on the screen in there, other room.